February 23, 1918 is a day of military glory in Russia. The Defender of the Fatherland Day. On this day, in 1918, in the vicinity of villages of the Bolshoe Lopatino and Maloe Lopatino near Pskov, the fighters of the 2nd Red Army Corps started to fight against an advanced detachment of German troops that were marching toward Petrograd. Upon an initiative by the Petrograd Council, February 23 was proclaimed the Red Army Creation Day. 75 years after those events, in 1993, a decree was adopted in Russia to establish a celebration across the Russian Federation, Defender of the Fatherland Day. The decree stated, paying tribute to the historical tradition of respect for the military labor. Taking into consideration the important social and political significance of the established practice to celebrate February 23 as the day for all defenders of the fatherland. For the first time, an official holiday for the military was established with nationwide significance. February 23 became a state holiday. Yes, for the first time, this day had been celebrated annually in the USSR by all the people. But the document that established the official status of February 23 did not exist. This date was initially celebrated as the birthday of the Red Army. Then, the title was changed several times. In the 1930s and 1940s, it was named the Red Army Day. In the post-war years, the Day of the Soviet Army and Navy. Presently, it's called the Defender of the Fatherland Day. The Soviet historiography connected the celebration of February 23 with the events of 1918. On January 28, Lenin signed the decree of the Council of People's Commissars for the Organization of the Workers' and Peasants' Red Army. On February 22, a proclaiming decree by the Sovnarkom was published under the title Our Socialistic Fatherland in Danger. A quote from that document. Until the moment when Germany's proletariat rises and wins, Russia's workers' and peasants' sacred duty is the selfless defense of the Soviet Republic against the troops of the bourgeois imperialistic Germany. Once again, Germany became the main enemy of Russia, Soviet Russia this time. From February 23 to March 1, a shock week was proclaimed to create the Red Army. On February 23, mass rallies were held in Petrograd, Moscow, and other cities. The workers were summoned to rise to the defense of their fatherland. This day was marked by mass inflow of volunteers to the Red Army and the start of the intensive forming of troops into detachments and units that were to soon stop the advancing German troops near Pskov and Narva. A year later, on February 23, 1919, the Pravda newspaper published an editorial article about the celebration for the Red Army's birthday. On this day, in 1922, the Red Square witnessed the parade of the troops of the Moscow garrison. In 1923, a congratulatory decree by the Revolutionary Military Council of the Republic was issued for the first time to commemorate the Red Army and Navy Day. Since then, congratulatory orders to commemorate this holiday became tradition. After the Great Patriotic War, in Moscow, the other capitals of the Union's republics, hero cities, and the hero fortress of Brest, they started performing solemn artillery salutes on February 23. On this day, they traditionally conduct solemn gatherings, meetings with veterans of armed forces and lay flowers to the graves of fallen soldiers. In 1995, the federal law was issued dedicating days to military glory and victories of Russia that played crucial role in the Russian history and on which the Russian troops gained honor and respect of contemporary citizens as well as the grateful memory of the descendants. February 23 was added to this list as the Defender of the Fatherland Day. In the year 2002 it became a day off. Eventually, in 2006, it was finally established as the Defender of the Fatherland Day.